Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. I am Disturbing Puppet, so we're going to start a new game here today. We're playing as the Drukhari. So I've done a campaign before where I went through the entire quest line with them. We're not doing that in this game. This is just fight to the death. Mainly, I kind of want to see how the Tau do against us, or how we do against the Tau, essentially, and kind of mixing it up for the different factions. So we're going to have me controlling the Drukhari, we're going to have a Tau faction, we're going to have Chaos Space Marines, and Necrons. I do feel like for the DLC that I've picked up, I haven't gotten all of them, but I think some stuff was added for the Chaos Space Marines. I would like to play them too, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Anytime super soon anyway. Eventually I'll get to it. So for the Drukhari, it does say they're hard. I didn't find them too bad when I played them last time. So power from pain, a pain spreads across the battlefield. Drukhari are invigorated, thriving from suffering. Their units gain additional bonuses depending on experience level. Corsair outposts. The Drukhari rarely venture outside the webway, save to loot real space resources. Their cities have reduced growth rate, but it can be improved by controlling more outposts, so all of those little separate income tiles we can get all across the map. Raid from the webway. The Drukhari strike swiftly from the webway before vanishing with their plunder. Pay influence to create temporary portals, and activate webway gates to move your raiding party across the map. We did that a little bit with the Eldar last time. Raider Fortress. The Eldari and Drukhari are forever battling over their access to the webway. Found cities on activated webway gates from which you can unleash your forces on Gladius Prime. Kind of a problem, the other factions will just blow them all up. Soul Hunger. Souls harvested by the Drukhari are an invaluable resource used for their malevolent schemes. Destroying an enemy unit rewards you with influence that can be traded for economic boosts and combat effects. Combat drugs. Drukhari's foul homunculi render down some captives into powerful stimulants. Infantry units can pay with influence for temporary buffs that allow them to outperform their opponents. Betrayal culture. Drukhari are a vicious race, and only a huge display of riches will convince them to serve, as long as it also serves their interests. Drukhari cities have lower loyalty, but gathering influence gains more loyalty, and we get influence by killing people, so that works out. Blade artists. Blades have an omnipresent place in Drukhari culture, and each Comorite learns this from a young age. Drukhari units get bonus armor penetration in melee. And Raider tactics. When attacking a new prey world, the Drukhari attack en masse from their specially designed vehicles to land troops as close as possible to fighting. Drukhari transports are all assault transports, and Drukhari infantry units can gain combat bonuses when disembarking, which we had in the last one. We're not going to read any of the flavor text stuff. If you're interested, it is here. Feel free to pause and read through. Interesting. I do like the Drukhari as a faction, or I'm going to keep calling them the Dark Eldar, which is what they used to be called. Let's go ahead and start it up. Same kind of basic format as I usually play for these games that usually don't last too long.
We were born into the war in heaven. The war with no victors. Yet we survived. We thrived. We ruled. For uncountable eons, this galaxy was ours, and we gloried in it. Deeper and deeper into excess, until we birthed a dark god. We regret nothing. Only the weaklings were swallowed. Only the craft world fools stepped back. We learned and adapted. Tormented the cattle race to prolong our days. In chaos, like Gladius Prime, we glory. We raid, kill, take. Eldari, we are no more. Today we are Drukhari. And this planet is ours.
Okay, not a super even distribution. I'm assuming probably a big amount of water up there. Usually the AI does kind of throw us at the four different corners of the map, but if this is all water, then there's going to be a faction here, faction. So we've got factions pretty close, actually. We might want to head back to this corner to build up, but we'll see. So we do have this Night Sound Leuven. We've got some extra ore. What do we got? Ore, food, nowhere, anywhere. Definitely a lot of ore. Some energy, some food further out once we get going. Not a ton. All right, so our initial guys, I went with the white color. I thought we'd have black and white, but apparently we're all just bone white, so we don't look very dark Eldari. We look basically just Eldari. So what do we have here? Activate a webway gate for 10. Webway portal costs us 60. Temporary portal. Let's take a look around. Creep into the ruins so we're not going to get seen. Because we know there's another gate down there in the corner. And why can I see that? Why do I have vision there? I'm kind of curious. We'll take a look. Something there we can grab. So we do have a good amount of ore coming in initially, which is nice. We might have to just bump up to vehicles ASAP then. We'll see how it goes. In our city, we can do basically nothing. We're out of room, so we need to grab a tile. What's our priority? We don't have... Well, we do have food options. Let's grab the food, because early on we're mainly going to have infantry, so the food will help us out. We'll probably need some food production. Looks like we do not have a Cabalite stronghold for infantry. So we don't start with that. That's unfortunate. I could put it there, especially if it produces... What do you produce? Population limit, food, influence. Yeah, we could throw it there, and then just build some food production on it. Research. So what do we have to start with? Soul Hunger ability that increases output of non-headquarters buildings. Dark Foundry, so ground vehicles, monstrous creatures, as well as harvests ore and journeys research. Probably want that pretty ASAP. I didn't really use the witches much in the last one. Hero producing building. Witches. We've got a lot of ore, so I'm going to go with the Dark Foundry first. Now, we are going to accidentally do some of the quest line. I don't really want to, because mainly just spawns a bunch of crap that you have to fight, so I'm not really that interested, honestly, in doing the quests and hopefully stalling it out, because it usually just summons crap that you have to fight. So our basic guns and things that we have, got the Splinter Rifles, pretty similar probably to our rifles we had with the Eldari in the last one. Something along those lines. Poison, increased damage against infantry and monstrous creatures. Double fire at half range. Okay, so we want to get up close if we want to do more damage. Hear a lot of creeping around, which I don't appreciate. We'll kind of look at whatever comes up here. Pink flecked spittle mars the perfection of his lips. He's yelling in my face, enjoying the way I shrink back from the noise, tasting my scattered tears. A moment later, he's composed again, settling himself on his chair. Groans and gurgles as an attendant wreck feeds it. One of the chair's eyes is blue. It is watching me. You see, said the Archon, continuing. You see, we simply had to visit Gladius Prime. So much anguish, so much of the herd to torment, and certain treasures, like yourself. He pauses to inhale crimson vapor from a small skull carved with dark cherubim. After all, the place was pandemonium. It took the subtle moves of a tactical genius, of surpassed even Vect himself. I talk, of course, of myself. To recognize its potential, to tip its billions into utter misery. It was unfortunate, then, that I brought the trueborn, Rakian, with me. Arrogant, sadistic, spoiled, a perfect tool, if he wasn't such a fool. The scowl distorts his whole face. He almost ruined everything. Control 4 outposts, and we'll get more quest stuff. Okay, fine. We have to do that anyway, so fine. And like I said, I don't really want to push too much. That'll get us some influence. We've got this down here. We've got some Chaos Cultists running around, which is appropriate because Chaos Space Marines are on the map. Let's run into the woods and hope there's nothing around. So I can engage, but I think we'd rather wait and trash them up close. It's too bad I don't have grenades, but we should be hidden in the woods, so it's fine. Well, they got close and found me. Well, lots of stuff came close. Alright. Killed a bunch of the cultists, but those Krut hounds are going to eat us. Did a lot of damage to us. Don't really want to lose a bunch of units right off the bat here if I can avoid it. Try to provide an escape route. Now there's more Kurt Hounds. Just wipe these idiots out. I mean, we can get in there. Let's run back over here. Take this. But the Kurt Hounds can still jump in and chew on us. Alright, in our city, I think we definitely need to be able to produce something here ASAP. So it's not a terrible idea to get the Cabalite Stronghold up. Power will eventually be an issue. We probably just want to put food on here after that. So we'll grab other tiles, but let's get that going. But the extra influence could let us turn more of these into cities, potentially. If we can secure at least one more, then we have a decent base to kind of operate from. Doing a lot of damage to us up close. Well, I wish we could shoot and move like the Eldari. We could close in on them and hit them. How much damage can we do from here? Not a lot, only 3. Yeah, it's a bit rough. Let's go hide in the woods. You guys just start recovering your losses. It's the Kurt Hounds that are a big problem. Take out some of them. I don't know if they're going to survive this attack. That's not really helpful, camera. Yep, my guys just died. Thanks for showing me webway gates getting attacked. Instead, be that way. Alright, I'm going to go in. Hopefully at that point they're weak enough that they can't just kill us with a single attack, and hopefully the Kurt Hounds don't come over as well. Just beamed you upside the head. That sounds like Tau. That's red, so that's Chaos Space Marine up there. Dark Foundry, building that produces ground vehicles and monstrous creatures, as well as harvests ore and generates research. Material foundries of Komorra exist deep in height beneath the city, where countless Drukhari and Xenos warriors live and die without ever seeing the light of its black suns. Kept in constant pain, torment, and misery, driven on by the fear of death, the Cabal Requisitioners do their best to replicate this ideal whenever they travel. So we can get bikers early. We'll eventually get those Ravagers. Alright, research. We are going to want heroes, because the heroes are quite good. So let's do that next. Yeah, we can kill most of them, holding our ground. So we'll do that. How long till we have this built? 3 more turns. That is a bit rough. We're just going to lose more and more of these webway gates. Everyone pretty much just attacks them constantly. So that's Necrons. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, green I think was Necrons. So I think we've got Necrons over here, Chaos Space Marines, so that means Tau are probably up there somewhere. Not that I appreciate having to fight like the Necrons right off the bat, but it's better than fighting them later. Fortunately, the map is just, instead of giving us some water in the center or anything that's just cutting off the section, it's just going to shove us closer together, which could really be bad for us. We need a bit of time to kind of recover and build up our forces before we go fight and stuff, because we're not that strong, honestly, compared to a lot of the other factions at the beginning. Got some extra guys. We got our Kabbalite stronghold done. So, we can make warriors, but I think we want to... If we grab another tile, then we can get the vehicles on it. Is there a production bonus anywhere? No. We do have a 40% for ore. We've got a couple 40%. Yeah, we could just do it on one of those. That's fine. And then just do ore on everything. We still have enough resources. Give me some warriors. That will have to do, because we're down to one anyway. Star Scraper, building that produces heroes as well as generates influence and increases loyalty. The spies of Komorra start in the ancient trading districts of the Eldari Empire, but reach up across the labyrinth dimensions linked across its non-Euclidean physics by willowy bridges. Here live the Archons, Drakons, and leaders of the Cabals in relative luxury and security. So early on, the Archons are quite good. I don't remember. I do have some of the DLCs, but not all, so I think maybe we can get homunculuses. I don't know if I ever did in the last one. Research. We can move along. Increase population, not really yet. Reavers, anti-armor skirmishing jet bikes. Succubus. Increase loyalty of our cities. Haywire grenades could be good. What's this one? Don't have access to this. Combat drugs. I mean, we could do witches. I don't think I really had them last time. I think the plasma grenades early on are quite useful. Let's do that as an early option. I've just got nothing going on while these guys are recovering. There's just too much stuff down here for me to wander off with one unit anyway. So, at least from here, we have good vision around us. We can kind of see things approaching, but I do need to get out and start taking stuff. Rapidly running out of webway gates. Okay. Can I afford... Yes, we can get a Dark Foundry. I think that's worthwhile to do. It is going to screw up my energy, though. So we might need to just worry about energy a little sooner than that. I could just grab a tile for energy production, too. 10%. Yeah, let's plan on like this being an energy tile. So we'll just start working on grabbing that. Another one down. It's kind of the unfortunate thing about playing Eldar and Dark Eldar is you just have all these only limited spots you can build cities on, and just watching them all get destroyed early on is kind of disheartening. Okay, I'm back to full health. Would like to grab that. 2 more turns for infantry. That's a bit long. 3 for the plasma grenade, which would help us a lot. I'm gonna take it slow because they could be hiding in the woods and stuff, so we're just gonna kind of hang out here for a turn watching, and then we'll move in and grab that. Yeah, crude hands are running around. Alright, let's grab it. Hope nobody's adjacent. Gets us a bunch more ore. I do kind of need energy. It's probably my main thing. And of course, research is always great to get and find early on. So here, I think we go energy. We do have the population. We'll be fine for that. Our loyalty is still good. So all that's fine. We do kind of want to stockpile that influence. And then, of course, killing stuff gets us influence. Feels weird being white in color. Well, this is going to suck, because they can just attack us without us getting a shot off first. Okay, we didn't take as many losses as I thought we would. So maybe we can hurt them back. We don't have the grenades yet, but I will next turn. We can kill a couple. That's at least less damage I'm going to take. So they'll hit me again. They did 5 last time, so even if they do that, we're not going to be dead. Hey, we've got a fresh squad. Get your butts down here, ASAP. Let's fight these stupid Krut hounds. Up in the city, yes, give me more Kabalite warriors ASAP. Early on, they will have to do. I thought I hit intern already. It's like, why isn't nothing happening? Ah, crap. You scum suckers. There's even more. Well, even if we'd survived that one, they were all going to go down. Gonna have to thin their numbers out a bit here for sure. Plasma grenades will help with that. Plasma grenades are a highly advanced type of assault grenade, commonly employed by the Eldari. Okay, we need something. Even like the witches would help potentially. Reavers, anti-armor. I will need this eventually, but I don't quite yet. Haywire grenades also will eventually be useful, but early on probably not too bad unless we run into some Castellan robots or something. Let's do the witches. Just because I don't think I used them much in the last one, like I said. We do have plasma grenades now. I mean, we can come down and probably wipe one of these guys, but if they all attack us, we're pretty much just going to die. But we've got to do what we can. So I can shoot them and almost kill all of them. Wait, we don't have grenades. Why don't we have grenades? I guess we weren't part of the group that gets grenades. Okay, well that sucks. I thought we had plasma grenades. Just trash them and hope that they decide to leave us alone. That's a no. Can we take both hits? Probably. But we're gonna need to pull back. If I had grenades, I could like nuke another one and then run. But yeah, we don't have grenades, so we've just got to retreat back and hope for the best. Yeah, I need at least a couple of you guys running around doing stuff. And maybe get some vehicles up and running here ASAP too. Did they take my other... Yeah, they took my other outpost. You guys suck. Alright, we got some power. I'm going to put you in the city to start recovering. Three more turns, we'll have the population for something else. So let's do the foundry. Heroes probably after that would be our priority. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if we'll have the population super soon to kind of get much going. Early on, I kind of feel like this is the hardest part of the game, is getting established initially, especially with some of the factions that are a bit less strong with their initial units. Alright, we've got witches. Got Chaos Cultists up there. The Dancers of Death. Witches are acrobatic murder artists, exhibiting their incredible arena skills to slay with precision and elan. They wield exotic weapons, hooks, barbed chains, or flensing blades that require superior ability. They're deadly in witches' hands as they dart, twist, and blur around their foes' clumsy attacks. Razor flails. Armor penetration is not great, but pretty comparable to what we can do for damage. You do have plasma grenades, so that is nice. Let's go take a look. Okay, nothing there. Give me some witches. while we're waiting on the Dark Foundry. For research, combat drugs give us the feel no pain, which is a reduction in damage we take. Haywire grenades are quite good. The Reavers might be helpful. We definitely need the cage dens sooner or later. So 7 turns. I'm probably going to need that by then. Let's just do the cage den and get out of the way. We've only got room for 4 more population. We'll have 4, so 3 more. Yeah, we're going to need it sooner or later. Alright, I'll retake this. So we definitely want that influence coming in. You guys seem to be recovering awfully slow. .4. Yeah, we're not going to make a move on this because I know that they're all over the place. Until we have at least one more unit kind of ready and good to go. So we are just going to sit tight here for a bit. At least give me some witches or something that we can run down here with, or heal at that other squad. How close are we? Next turn will be fine. They are coming out. I kind of feel like they're more dangerous, honestly. But we can make it next to you. Take a little bit of gunfire to trash you guys. And then you, we're going to walk over and unfortunately not quite kill you. Some food over there. Alright, we got our vehicle up and running, so we can make Venoms. Light Assault Transport. We can transport 1 infantry unit across the battlefield. Yeah, I don't know how useful that is. I don't know if I even built any of those last time. Production, food is not great, so I wouldn't mind getting some food coming in, since we are going to rely on infantry early on, and we do need food for our heroes. That we probably want to just save for power. Yeah, give me a food in here. We could put the hero building, which is the hero building. Produces influence and loyalty. We could put that there. We just don't have a lot of food, so I'd kind of like to prioritize getting food production up in that spot. I will go ahead and get one of these Venoms. I'm just not sure how effective it is. But anything I can make is better than nothing. Yeah, they're doing this typical thing. They want to fight and then back off, so they can just keep coming back and harassing us over and over again. We've got witches. See them hanging out there. Speaking of that, what's the range on our guns on this? Disintegrator cannon out to only a range 2. Okay. So they've got plasma grenades, but they also have combat drugs, bonus close combat attacks. It is a bit pricey at 20 influence. Like, that's a bit too much. I am going to look for them. Sort of stutter step here. Yeah, just go right there. We're going to hang out next to each other so we can do something if they show up. We don't want to chase them too hard because more stuff might show up to just tear us apart. Early on, the witches are probably pretty useful. They look kind of odd there, but because they've got plasma grenades, they can do good close combat attacks. Not useful against certain enemies, but good early on against some. So I will take another one of you while we're kind of waiting. poxwalkers. So we've got the caged in. The Cabalites and the Witches do not live here, of course. Mostly they return to Camorra between raids. But the former citizens of Gladius Prime's major hives are now indentured workers for the Drukhari. The accommodations, razor mesh cages open to the elements, patrolled by sadistic guards, is only marginally worse than the humans we're used to. So, let's go ahead and get the Reavers. Something a bit more useful. Can't get you anywhere effective. I think they just have close combat weapons. I'm going to go ahead and push here a bit. Yeah, go in the ruins. Wow, camera freaking out. So at least have some protection from the elements and enemy fire. I will hang out here for the moment. Got all kinds of crap. This is neophyte hybrids. Just what we always wanted, neophyte hybrids. I heard stuff over here, but I don't see anything. Let me start sneaking up in the woods. Can engage from here. How much damage can we do? Not a ton. We do a lot more if I get close. They both shot, so we might as well. Especially if I can kill a unit. Like, that's what we want to do. Kill units. That's not enough. I do like that we've got some research here. This might be a good one to try to take over. I don't think I've even got the tech to do it yet. We can activate it. But then I'll have to do something to actually turn it into a city. Well, I mean, it's not going super well. Let's pull back. Send in the witches. Little surprise attack. Not a kill. If we plasma grenade, that's a kill. Take a few pot shots, I guess. Again, not quite a kill. Okay, we are over our pop limit. So it is going to be a bit of a problem. We'll have another one in one turn, so that's fine. It'll even out. Yeah, I think we grab another tile so we can throw down where we want. Well, what does the hero one? It's influence and loyalty, which I don't really have anything that really matters for that. It's just where do I want to put it as kind of a throwaway, unfortunately. This isn't bad up here, potentially. I don't have a lot of food, but I don't think we'll need much food if we can move our tech the right way. Whereas we can get a lot of ore up here, which I don't want to mess up. Power is always good. We've only got the one spot. We could just grab this to use. Let's grab this tile, and then I might just put it in here for the characters. The sooner we get a character, the more XP we can get. We've got access to a Jakaro trade encampment, so we can get some gear to make them a little bit better. They didn't attack us. That's kind of weird. Kill them. You can start recovering your health. You run into the woods and look around. If I activate this, other neutrals in the area will start attacking it, so it's not something I want to do necessarily. Sounds like a Catachan Devil, or Catachan Devil, depending on your preference. So we did get... We got stuff creeping around our city, which I don't appreciate. It's our little Venom. So our Venom has Splinter Cannon, range is 1, armor penetration is terrible, damage is okay, and Twin Lake Splinter Rifles. And can carry 1 unit. We can Jink with it, armor 6, 16 health, not terrible. I think we can even just load you up. Since we just made you, can I not load you up into here? Yeah, we can, that's fine. Yeah, let's just head out this way. We still want to retake this whole area, if possible. Nope. Found them. Never mind, just kill them. Excellent. Then you can take this. Ooh, got a mobile holo projector over there. So, Portrait of an Archon did trigger. As I entered the outpost, Rakian was busy with the captured Adeptus Arbiters, or Arbites, intent on a quite delightful torment involving Grok's gut and a needle. Rakian, I said, Draxcon, I must interrupt your fun. Do not ignore. I growled my next words theatrically. I admit your Archon. He dropped the nail gun and dropped to his knees. My Archon, forgive me. Better. Now, we spent rather a lot on this expedition. Must show something for it, rapidly, lest my rivals decide they're better off in charge. Torment some chattels? Demonstration of force, perhaps. Destroy an Imperial stronghold. So it's already has spawned some crap in, and I get some influence. It is up north of our city. It is neutral, so it will be a bit of a problem for others to fight. We don't really have to fight it. I'm not that interested necessarily. I would like to get this mobile holo projector. I don't have a lot of forces I can deal with an Umbra, so that's a problem. What did we pick up? Concealed weapon system? Okay. So you are free. We're going to skip. I could go ahead and activate this. I'm concerned about it being trashed by neutrals if we do, but it's only 10, so let's do it. So I can use it to teleport now, but I don't have any tech to turn it into a city as of yet. So we must have to research. Yeah, these Umbra are a problem. Our close combat troops, like the witches, can't really do anything to it, other than we can toss grenades and stuff at them, but that's about it. Okay, we got a bunch of production stuff done. We got that taken care of. I do want to prioritize. Let's get the hero building. Put that there. Give me some more regular warriors. I guess we could take another Venom. It's not a big deal. Do want to get my ore production going a bit better, though. Keep an eye this way. That's enslavers. Reavers. Reaver jet bikes streak across the battlefield with the same speed and agility. They display during their lethal races around the combat arenas. Whether jinking around incoming enemy fire, decapitating foes, or culling their victims with ferocious firepower, these high-speed killers are lethal in the extreme. Heat lances, close range, good armor penetration, not a ton of damage. kind of similar to the Bright Lances that we had as the Eldari Raiders. Interesting. Racks. Yeah, we might want to found a Raider Fortress. We'll need loyalty eventually. I don't know that I want to jump to that quite yet. The racks aren't that great. They're better than the witches. Increased damage of our units when they disembark from transports. We could go raiders. Yeah, nothing super helpful. Let's go haywire grenades early on, and then we'll look at like maybe founding another city. I think that's what we want to do. We are kind of naturally ending up pushing that direction a bit, but I know there's a bunch of crap out this way too. I'm gonna just roar on in here and see what we've got. A bunch of junk. Okay, we can take much from that. Let's disembark our witches. Could kill you, but if we can wipe you out with a plasma grenade, let's do that. Because honestly, those Krut hounds are way more irritating. We can get increased attacks for 20. That's a bit pricey, though. If we could lock down this as a potential, like potentially 2 other cities down here in the corner, we'd be in pretty good shape for the long run. I usually don't have more than like 3 cities at the most, honestly, but 2 probably is our best bet, and then we'll go from there. And there is kind of some research and stuff around, so this is a good spot to build on. Do I want to make a move here? I think we hold up. Slavers are a problem. We're just going to sit tight for the moment. Hawkswalkers. Slavers also moved in our direction. Got Krut hounds creeping around all over the place. So they went for our venom. Just gonna go after him. What do we got out here? Chaos cultists. Yes, wipe them out. Good job. Alright, so we've got that locked down. I don't appreciate you inching into my city, but fine. This is a bit awkward as well. I mean, I'm tempted to pull you out, get you into the fight. Just shoot. I know the enslavers are out there creeping around. Yeah, let's just have you heal up. I think. It's not a kill, that's too bad. Well, maybe we do move up and try to kill you. I don't think we've got enough firepower. Yeah, we can kill 1 more of them. They'll just run away. There's the enslavers. Umbra, which is always irritating. Yeah, we can take some of these hits a bit better with the venom. So that's working out. We did not get attacked. We did not lose a unit to the enslavers. I do not like them coming over because this is really good. I like having the research early on. Losing the research really sucks. So I don't want to do that. I do not have plasma grenades up. The Umbra is going to be a problem. Shoot the stupid enslavers. I mean, I'm tempted, but it's so pricey at this point for some extra close combat attacks. So we'll just damage them. Hope for the best. Can't get another one dead. That's too bad. Hoping the Umbra doesn't push it, but the Umbras can be a problem too. Just gonna sit tight. Like, yep. Nice damage with them out in the open. Witches will mop up. Alright, getting some extra influence, which is nice to see. This, I'm assuming they're probably just going to take control of one of my units. They might run away, because we hurt them a bit. Yep, they went for the weak unit, which is an interesting choice. If we can kill them, we get our guys back, so we will give that a shot. Yeah, between the two of you, we should be able to kill them off. Stupid enslavers. Alright, we got our unit back. I mean, we are a little beat up, but it'd be nice to get some research out here as well. Let's go flying on out here and see what we got. We only see them, which is interesting. I thought for sure there'd be more stuff out here, but we did just kill a few units. Creeping through the ruins. Do not attack the gate. Okay, we got control of them back, but we can't do anything with them. But yeah, it would be great if I could get that mobile holo projector. It's in a really odd spot, though. Multiple Umbra, which is not good. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do much to multiple Umbra at this point. Kill your stupid poxwalkers, but that's about it. So let's grab this. Got the Ultra Auspex, so that is... can't get hit by Overwatch attacks. Not bad. I am gonna try to find those guys. Oh, they went out that way. Didn't expect that. Alright, fine. Sit tight. Do not attack the city. Alright, we've got Cabalite Warriors and a Venom. Load up. I don't remember using the Venoms, but it's been a while since I played as the Dark Eldar, the last campaign. Let's just head down this way. I don't know that we really want to fight the Umbra, but I do think we want to found another city here. But that might help us fight them if they want to come into range of city defenses. You guys pull back. Engage. Send the witches in. Not enough. You guys sit tight. I want the research, so let's just park on that. So we can get our other vehicles, the Reavers. We'll have heroes soon. Yeah, influence isn't great, but we are getting influence from killing stuff. Give me more witches and a Reaver. And then hopefully I can make a character next turn once that's ready to go. Nope. They marched out onto the wireweed and are slowly dying. I mean, that wasn't nice. Another one down. Rapidly losing webway gates. Got a couple locked down. Haywire grenades release electromagnetic pulses that damage vehicles. Got that. Yeah, let's do Found Raider Fortress. I'm going to need loyalty probably after that. Because once we do expand out, it causes our loyalty to tank. And our loyalty is not great anyway, but the more influence we have, the more loyalty we get. Don't see anything. Don't see anything. I'm tempted to try to track them down. Let's go take a look. Oh, holy crap, there's a ton of stuff out here. And they got pretty far. Bunch of Poxwalkers, so they're protecting Siren Casters, so this is a loyalty bonus. We could make use of this. They're kind of cutting off, well, sort of. There's a cliff there, but they could get around this way and come through. But from this direction, with all the wireweed and then the cliffs, they're probably not going to move through this, whereas we can just glide over it. We could go grab this, but then they're probably just going to take it back from us. I will wait, because they're going to want to get close to me. And when they do, I'll do more damage. So I'm going to hold off shooting now for that. We could grab this as well. I think I might as well, just to stop having everyone think like we should attack this. I do want to check the corner here and make sure nothing's hiding. Okay, it looks like we are safe in the corner here mostly. You guys, I want to pull back. Now, we've got Haywire grenades with the Cabalites. So that's something. Fly on up. Light them up slightly. Deploy. It's not quite a kill. Do I want to burn? Oh no, it's Haywire grenade. Never mind. Yeah, just attack them. If I had a plasma grenade, I'd be tempted even just to kill them off. I'm assuming if I move up, I can't see them. Yeah, so just sit tight. You guys, just heal up. Alright, over in our city. We can now get our Archon 3 food, 6 influence, so we'd be getting no more influence except from killing and only 1 food, but we can do that. Then I can get more food going without too much trouble. I'm gonna need somewhere to build increased population. But we could hold off on that. I can take it with the power, so yeah, give me food. And we'll see what happens. Okay, they just sort of wandered off. I'm kind of surprised. I could move up and kill him because that does give me influence. We could even take this and shoot you, so let's do that. We'll finish you off, so that's even more. Excellent. So I'm hoping we're clear down here. So the wireweed and the cliffs do help us have a little bit of a border here, but then this open gap we could be attacked from. Our city sort of locking that down. You're recovering. You're fine. But yeah, we don't really want to fight Umbra. We don't have the weapons. Which is inside the Venom. Kind of makes sense. let's just kind of scout. Don't see anything. We are hidden here in the woods, so I will... Well, it can be seen now. Fine, chop them up. Got that other squad out there, too. Let's come on up. Kill you off. This might be a nice place to try to make a move to, but I feel like, well, we could support this way too, probably. We just haven't scouted it yet. Psych Noon are kind of hanging out, causing problems. Let's take this. Okay, run out there like maniacs. Let's see what we got. Some Vespid and that Poxwalker trying to get away. I'm going to run down the Poxwalker. Oh, got a spawner out here for Catachan Devils, or Catachan Devils. Killing thing, getting XP. We're going to hold here. You're now full up. Let's just kind of look. Oh, look what we found. I can't remember if the Haywire grenades actually do damage to the Umbras or not. It's been too long. Do I want to engage? Let's just recover a little bit of health. Kind of want to watch this area. We know we've got a bunch of enemies in this vicinity. Somebody's going for it. Well, we don't want to help with that. So that is probably... What did we see? Necrons, maybe? Necrons are Chaos Space Marines. Alright, let's move through this way. Okay, too far? Thought we could move. I could steal the mobile holo projector at the moment. Guys, let's get that kill. Yeah, let's snipe this mobile holo projector while it's undefended. The Umbra can't take it back. Only ground troops can, so it gives me some extra health with everybody. I don't think we want to attack that. A lot of wireweed in the way here. I feel like wireweed's causing me a lot of problems just getting around the map. We can get around, yeah. I'm gonna hang out here for the moment, where I'm kind of hidden. We'll see what happens if they move up. Some odd repositioning. The Thirsty Dukes. Got an interesting name. What is that? enslavers over there. Yeah, not a fan of that. We got some more witches. Umbra came down, but they can't really do much at the moment. That I can do much either, it kind of seems like. Oh. Psych Noon are out here. I'll wait, because if they want to move in, we can light them up and do more damage. Can you get over there too? No, not quite. Stay in the city. You can rush in, though, like maniacs. Not quite a kill. Down here, let's just pull back and recover. Okay, what can we do? We can grab another tile, we can make some more infantry. We are over our pop limit. I do need to get increased ability for our population to grow. That will put us into negative energy. I don't have great spots to put it, honestly. Let's just grab a tile first, buy some more time while we're still in positives. Then, yeah, the grenades are pretty useful on the witches. Give me witches, I guess. See what happens. Lots of Umbra now creeping around. Found Raider Fortress. It's the tribute to the ancient technologies of the fallen Eldari Empire that what appears to be the herd races as a mighty city. What? No, what appears to the herd races as a mighty city and fortress is to them a mere stopping point, a temporary haven whilst raiding before they continue to the Webway and Dark Camorra. Research. Loyalty is probably what we're going to need. The Cult Arena. I do need the Radius. That's probably in the next... Yeah. So, because I really need to get that Radius going, I'm going to skip over that, and let's just do the Raider. So all these flyers can't take the mobile hull projector away from me. They can cause a lot of problems, but they can't steal it from me. Hey, we got our Reavers. So they're the same thing. We can pay cost to give them extra attacks. They can do all kinds of goofy stuff. We're enslavers out there. Well, you head on in. Could use your plasma grenades. That's a ton of damage. Let's do it. See if I can finish them off with just the witch close combat attacks. Yeah. can come back and do some fighting. That's pretty good damage there, actually. Don't want to fight the Umbra, but if we can do a bunch of damage, or you can just wipe them out. So you guys could probably do the same then, if we move you up. Oh, it's not quite enough. That sucks. Because we're a little bit under strength, I guess. Fine. Wipe them out. I'm going to skip, so if they move in, we can hit them. Take a look at our Reavers. Kind of looking at them from the wrong direction, but pretty cool looking. Could make a move out that way. We do have that thing that spawned in. The enemy could destroy it for us, kind of accidentally, if they try to move down, which I don't mind necessarily leaving that there as a problem for them. I feel like we're bound to run into something out here, but nothing's destroyed this yet, which is kind of surprising, because you'd think there'd be another faction that started in this area. Maybe they were higher up. The gate there is gone. So yeah, not sure. They just haven't made their way down. So this could be potentially a good spot to build if we want to scatter cities around. I kind of like the position here as a second city. The Umbra are definitely trouble, but we can do something about that. Yeah, I'm going to have you, let's go like turbo boost, head down this way. Potentially to fight the Umbra if we have to. Back to full strength. I could go looking around. There is a tile there we could maybe steal. I'm going to just move up to scout. Yeah, I figured something had to be around. We'll keep the wireweed between us. I think we could get another Reaver, but that's about all I'd really want to make, probably. Grabbing the tile. It is a bit pricey on ore. We're not getting enough ore going. I do have the capacity to get more running. I just need to build ore production sites. We need the population for that. But we're also going to need power. So we need power, and we need ore, and ore just as a priority in these two tiles. So power, ore, 2 ores, 3 ores, 1 power, population, something like that. That's probably what we need to do. Getting plus 11, so I think it's fine if we start working on another Reaver. I think. We shall see. Let's take a look down here. Yeah, the Umbra are pushing. Why would you waste your Overwatch shot there where you can do more damage here? I don't understand that. You did come after me. A bit surprising. I don't know where all those guys came from because we couldn't even see them last time. Stupid Umbra. 3 Umbra down there. That is rough. Okay, I'm probably just going to take my actions this turn, and then we will call it. Again, I don't know. Let's take a look. Haywire Grenade on an Umbra. So my attack is like 0.7. A Haywire Grenade will do 0.1. So yeah, no, Haywire Grenades are not that beneficial. They didn't take control of this. I still control it. Because they're flyers, they're just kind of flying over it. This sucks. hit them. Kill them off. You guys need to run. Bring the Reaver in, but I can't get it in range. Could send you in to do an attack on them, but there's 3 of them. We'll do it, just because I'm crazy. Again, just to double check. Yeah, the Haywire does almost nothing. Hit that one on the end. And our witches can't really help out with that. I think we can toss plasma grenades at them, but that's about it. Over here. I'm just gonna get across the wireweed, just to tempt you in and take a pot shot. Walk on the wireweed. You know you want to. And we might just, move across here to engage, because we can get across this gap. We can deal with that threat with these witches. Alright, in the city, we'll have our Archon in 2 turns. Yeah, I need to get that population going. I can't even get it built at this point. I need power, so I'm going to go ahead and do the power for the moment. We'll just have to live with it. Yeah, don't go for the webway gate, dude. That's really not nice. I might want to build something there. Speaking of which, how much is that going to cost me? 60 ore, 60 influence, so it is pretty pricey. Population's up. Yeah, we need to stop this guy from attacking this, so let's focus on you. It's not much damage. Oh, you couldn't make it. I thought you could. Yeah, shoot into there, fine, whatever. Again, I would have sworn it showed that I could move there. Am I crazy? I'm probably crazy. Yeah, you're kind of stuck. At least from here I can shoot it. We just want to focus down to the point where they're going to bail on the engagement. They'll just kind of cycle their enemies, but I really don't want them coming in and destroying this webway gate because I'd like to build the city here. You start having to recover your losses. Alright, run at him. Oh, there's more than I thought. How far can you get? You can get up there too. Got wireweed protection, so sure, double team you up there, or we can plasma grenade you. Really plasma grenade you, there's so many of you. Finish them off. Okay, they took a little while to disappear. Yeah, I'm just gonna come on in. Okay, this is what I'm most concerned about. But I think we'll go ahead and call it there. We are kind of engaged in a big fight here with the Umbra, but I think we have an okay start. It's a bit rough with our positioning. We mainly just have a lot of ore out here and not much else. We do have some research further out, more power, some food down there. So it'll probably be okay. This will be a good city once we can expand the borders a bit. But I think we probably want to go out here as our secondary, get some research. This is a possibility too, lots of food. But if we can go this direction and then try to find another faction, we haven't even seen another faction yet other than just them destroying webway gates. But yeah, not a terrible start. I'm hoping they don't wreck my webway gate here. But this has been Gladius, Relics of War. I've been Disturbing Puppet, playing as the Dark Eldar. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a good one.